Hello guys, I'm Alina, and today we're diving into a drama that will keep you hooked till the end. Before we get into the story, imagine a world where power is inherited, rules are strict, and even talent cannot always overcome status. A world where one decision can change a person's entire future. The episode begins with an introduction to the Joseon dynasty, a royal family that has ruled for over 600 years. Even though centuries have passed and society has modernized, they are still regarded as the most powerful and respected family in Korea. Their influence extends beyond politics, deeply affecting education, business, and social structure. Connected to this royal family is a prestigious academy, originally established exclusively for noble students. It was designed to preserve elite standards and maintain hierarchy. However, as time passed, the academy was open to top-performing students from outside noble families, creating a silent but growing conflict between privilege and merit. During the annual result announcement ceremony, tension fills the atmosphere. A noble student becomes frustrated after ranking second, while a girl named Sung Hui-ju once again secures first place. The room falls into a heavy silence, as pride and expectations are quietly shattered. Huiyeon, the female lead, is the second daughter of Korea's second-largest business family. She is widely known as beauty with brains, but her identity is not defined only by intelligence or appearance. It is her consistency and discipline that set her apart. She has become the top student repeatedly, making her both admired and resented at the same time. Many noble students feel threatened by her presence. However, Huiyeon remains composed, confident, and emotionally controlled. She does not seek validation from others, and refuses to be intimidated by status or social hierarchy. Despite her achievements, Hui-ju continues to face discrimination. Because she does not belong to a royal lineage and is considered illegitimate, she is often treated unfairly. Even the school principal openly undermines her, warning her not to score too highly, claiming that her success discourages royal students from attending the academy. It is a system built on bias, but Hui-ju refuses to let it define her. Although she feels anger and frustration, she always maintains control, choosing dignity over reaction. In the present timeline, Hui-ju is seen leading an important meeting at Castle Group. The environment is professional and tense. Upon receiving news that the company's shares have dropped, she immediately takes command of the situation and orders a full investigation into the market conditions. Her leadership style is direct, bold, and unconventional. She proposes aggressive marketing strategies designed to regain public attention quickly. However, her most shocking decision comes when she instructs the finance department to reduce company shares by 50%, leaving the entire room in disbelief. Later, Hui-ju attends the young king's birthday celebration. She arrives wearing a striking red dress, despite red being strictly forbidden at royal events. Her appearance immediately disrupts the atmosphere and draws intense media attention. Within moments, her presence becomes the center of discussion, and her look quickly spreads across social platforms. However, behind the attention and confidence, she overhears guests gossiping about her illegitimate background. Their words are subtle but hurtful. For a brief moment, her expression changes, not with weakness, but with controlled irritation. She chooses silence over confrontation. At the same event, the male lead, Grand Prince Ian, is introduced. He has just returned from hunting and arrives still wearing his hunting attire. His presence is calm, distant, and almost intimidating in its silence. When he enters the hall dressed informally instead of following royal expectations, the atmosphere shifts immediately. The royal family is visibly shocked, unsure whether his action reflects confidence or defiance. However, the young king greets him warmly, suggesting a deeper bond between them. During the celebration, an unexpected fire breaks out inside the palace. Panic spreads rapidly. Guests rush to safety. Guards attempt to control the situation, and chaos takes over the royal environment. Although the future king remains safe, Ian is quickly blamed for the incident. Without a proper investigation, assumptions take over judgment. In a moment of public anger and humiliation, his sister-in-law slaps him, The silence that follows is heavier than the chaos itself. Huiju witnesses everything. She does not intervene, but the incident leaves a strong impression on her. For the first time, she begins to question the truth behind the reputation surrounding Ian. On her way home, Huiju recalls her first encounter with him during her school days. She had secretly gone to practice archery at night, seeking a moment of freedom away from strict rules. However, Ian caught her there and reprimanded her for violating academy regulations. At that time, she disliked him, not personally, but for what he represented: authority, control, and the unfair structure that favored royal students while restricting others. The next morning, the Queen apologizes to Ian for blaming him for the fire incident. However, the apology comes with a condition. She asks him to leave the palace through marriage. It is not a request of honor, but a political decision disguised as formality. It is revealed that despite being the rightful heir, Ian was removed from the line of succession by his own father. Even now, his existence is seen as a threat, as he holds significant influence among politicians and business leaders, more than even the royal authority itself. Meanwhile, Huiju's father begins pressuring her into marriage, hoping to secure alliances and stability for the family business. However, Huiju refuses firmly. She is not willing to define her life through marriage before proving her own worth. As she continues her search for a suitable partner, an unexpected idea forms in her mind: Ian. His influence, intelligence, and political weight make him an ideal candidate, at least strategically. Huiju begins sending multiple meeting requests to Ian, but he rejects every single one without hesitation. No explanation, no response. Until finally, she sends a message addressing him as Senior Junior, referencing their past connection from school. This time, something changes, and Ian agrees to meet her. A few days later, Huiju arrives at his residence. The atmosphere is calm but tense, as if both of them already understand that this meeting will not be ordinary. Ian assumes she is there for business matters. However, Huiju surprises him by placing a red envelope on the table and directly proposing marriage. The room falls into complete silence. Ian is visibly shocked, unable to immediately respond. But slowly, instead of rejection, a faint smile appears on his face, not of amusement alone, but of curiosity and recognition of her boldness. In the final scene, a flashback reveals a deeper connection between them. After Huiju once questioned unfair school rules, Ian secretly revised the academy regulations so that all students could use the archery grounds equally, regardless of status. The episode ends on this quiet but meaningful moment, leaving behind a subtle question: whether their meeting was truly coincidence, or something already shaped long before they realized it.